I don't know how to tell if my camera is my camera good?
Right now, they'll tell you if you need to move it. You'll probably have to zoom in on stuff. You're definitely going to be catching people that are walking around.
Okay.
Also, your camera has audio on just a little bit. We'll make it quieter once things start, but so just be mindful of that.
Okay. My camera has audio on too, it's just quieter here. Yeah, Shane told me my audio is on.
Testing. Testing. Testing.
For the day is, in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. Theodore Roosevelt.
Me?
Good morning. It is my pleasure this morning to introduce the presiding officers of the National Honor Society. These students have been elected to office in the Central Chapter of National Honor Society by their fellow members. They are Isabella Wiebolt-Smith, President. Catherine Cronk, Vice President. Mary Monick, Secretary. Daniel Love, Treasurer. We also have a special guest with us today, Lauren Bloodgood, the NHS Secretary from the class of 2020. These 5 will conduct the remainder of the assembly. Congratulations to you all.
Dr. Godfrey, other administrators, members of the faculty, my fellow students, parents, and other guests, I thank my fellow National Honor Society members for the honor and privilege of serving as president. At this time, I will introduce the senior members of the society who were inducted in their junior year. Coles Anderson, Gracie Bardo, Connor Bell, Elena Bryson, Emily Coe, Josh Collier, Jackie Cox, Marissa Dragg, LeVar Felder, Marissa Foster, Alexis Gonzalez, Alyssa Goolsby, Mia Gray, Carson Habrion, Zoe Haddock, Emma Hale, Hannah Hayes, Shannon Holmes, Natalie Keller, Alexis King, Tennille Long, Haley Madison, Alexandra Meyer, Amanda McKell Neighbors. Ian Patterson, V. Kaylee Pond, Georgia Riley, Sydney Sample, William Small, Grace Tang, Tate Tolan, Emily Kamali, Daniel Love, Catherine Kronk, Mary Monick, James Jura, Roman Becerra, Emma Varashka, Riley Wetlaufer, Samuel Willoughby, Catherine Wise, James Wolfe, Emma Woody, and Caleb Zwerig.
Last year, the 2020 inductees participated in a virtual National Honor Society induction ceremony. We missed out on the traditional assembly and the opportunity to recite the Pledge of Membership together. As the former NHS Secretary, it is my honor to lead them in the pledge now. I promise to maintain my enthusiasm for scholarship. To continue to give service. To be of good character. And to promote worthy leadership. I will do nothing to dishonor the Central High School chapter of National Honor Society. I accept my membership with humility and gratitude. You guys can sit down.
It's my pleasure to welcome you this morning, where 46 students will be initiated as members of the National Honor Society. These students were tapped for membership on March 31st. Each of these students possesses the 4 qualities required for membership in the National Honor Society: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. In addition, the initiates have distinguished themselves in various pursuits in the school and in the community. The senior members proudly recognize the abilities and achievements of the new members and welcome them to the society. Will the initiates please come forward? The initiates may be seated. Before you are 46 initiates ready to be inducted into the National Honor Society. The Central Chapter was chartered on March 10, 1925, with 16 chapter members. We have one of the oldest charters in the nation, number 269. Despite wars and depressions, the Society has continued strong, and the induction has been held for 96 consecutive years. The candles used in the ceremony symbolize knowledge, the torch of learning that is ever passed on. When the National Honor Society was founded in 1921, the National Council authorized and approved the official emblem which you see before you. Only members may wear the small insignia. The official colors of this society are blue and gold, and the society's motto is noblesse oblige. In broader terms, it means that the members have the obligation to behave honorably, generously, and responsibly to others. Today, 4 members have been asked to speak to you about the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society and the basis of membership in the Society. The Vice President, Catherine Cronk, will introduce them.
The first quality a student must demonstrate is scholarship. The speaker today is James Dura.
As high schoolers, we have been told that we need to plan for our futures. Each of us is going to have a unique future, and we will all choose to do something different. But no matter what we choose to do, we can choose to learn. And if we choose to learn, we can choose to teach others. We have been able to learn from the scholars of our past, but we can add to that our own ideas and experiences. Scholarship is not a degree, a program, or a diploma. Rather, it is a personal desire to learn, to develop as individuals, and to work with each other. When we consider any great scholar or role model, we think of them at the peak of their careers, after they have made their significant contributions. But consider that they were each a teenager once, contemplating their futures. They each had a passion for learning, a problem they wanted to solve. We too have this opportunity to decide to keep learning, to discover new principles, or to contribute to our society. This is what I think of when I consider the trait of scholarship. As an individual, the greatest leaps in my development have come not as a result of chasing a goal or doing things for others, but when I truly enjoy what I am learning. I think that for every one of us, true scholastic development is fostered when we want to learn. Mahatma Gandhi reminded us to live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever. By keeping this mentality, that scholarship is a trait that transcends the individual and unites us all, we can better ourselves. When you think of notable scholars, it is likely their achievements and contributions to society that come to mind. I often have to remind myself not to fixate on specific goals, but rather on character traits and developing as a person. A scholar's mentality is not only learning more, but also becoming the best, most well-rounded person they can be.
Thank you. The second quality esteemed by the Society is service. The speaker today is Emily Kamali.
Every Central High School student is required to have at least 10 hours of community service by the time we graduate. Many of the students in NHS have well over 100, and many of our peers have countless hours dedicated to service and others. This is not an easy feat. We go to school 8 hours a day and participate in after-school clubs and sports. Many have jobs, and on top of that, we must maintain a high academic standing. With all these tasks and responsibilities, it's hard to find time to serve others, but we still can, and we still do. Service is a trait that comes from the heart and can ripple out to have impactful outcomes on many people. Especially during the pandemic, service has changed considerably. The need in our community has been great, and many have stepped forward in service to others during this difficult time. For example, this year in NHS, we were not able to have the penny drive games or to host the blood drive. However, we were still able to give back in different ways, such as the December service project to help out the Noise Home and give the children there a happy Christmas. No matter what, it's always important to find a way. I asked some of my peers what service meant to them. The main elements they cited were building a support system, gaining new insight to give back, or finding solutions to problems in the community. This concept of service is a quality that every NHS member, every student, and every citizen needs. It's always worth the time and effort, and looking back, we can proudly reflect on the change we've made that truly matters to someone else. It's not about getting hours or trying to fulfill a requirement, but the reward for service is far greater. It's no coincidence that service is one of the 4 pillars. In addition to scholarship, leadership, and character, service is essential as we eventually go out into the real world to live our lives, make the dreams and big changes we envision. Through helping out and making changes, big or small, the most important thing to realize is that it always matters. Everyone can give back. All you have to do is to dive right in. For example, as our current members, Catherine and Natalie are tutoring young children and helping them read. Sam, Sydney, and Grace are stepping up to contribute to their churches. With Lexi and JT, they're helping out at the food pantry. And Gracie and I are caring for hospice patients and volunteering at Mosaic Life Care. These are just some examples, but whatever your talents are, whatever your interests are, the opportunities to give back are endless. And when you take the time to impact others, you indirectly make a difference within yourself as well. May we all strive for hearts of service and to better to the community and better ourselves. Finally, I would like to especially urge the newest members of NHS to keep on serving, as well as congratulate, welcome, and wish them the best of luck for the upcoming year.
The third quality necessary for membership is leadership. The speaker today is Roman Becerra.
Good morning, members, families, new inductees, and fellow students. We are here to celebrate and recognize the achievements of members of the Central Chapter of NHS. I congratulate the new inductees for their hard work. Among their accomplishments, they have shown a great deal of leadership. We recognize the value of leadership within the school, community, clubs, and organizations. We also know that everyone, not just those in this ceremony today, is capable of being a great leader. I know that some people may think, who, me? No, I can't be a leader. We'll have something to say about that. Yes, you can be a leader. Every one of you has a seed within you for being a potential leader. Not just some of you, but every single person with us or watching today. Some of you just haven't let that seed grow yet. You need to be able to water and nurture that seed to sprout into strong leadership. Grow that seed by stepping up. Grow it by stepping out of your comfort zone. Without being uncomfortable, you will never be able to grow. For example, I'm not very comfortable in front of all of you right now. However, it is still a chance for me to grow and better myself. Being a leader can be an extremely difficult task to carry out every single day. There are many times in which leaders may not want to step up to the challenge. Leading can be tiring, inconvenient, or just straight a difficult task. Throughout life, sometimes it might be easier to rely on someone else, but I encourage you to be the one to step up to the challenge. Be the leader that other people need. Be there to inspire the people around you. Don't let yourself rely on others. Instead, be the person that other people rely on when they're struggling or need help. Leaders wake up every day and choose to be energy givers, not energy takers throughout the day. They're there for others during difficult times. Leaders worry more about other people than they do about themselves. They're more focused on the needs of others rather than their own. So try to be there for others. Push yourself out of your comfort zone to lead others through your service. Even if you may not realize it, there are many people who rely on you every day. It might be for anything, whether it's just if it's you just being there to make them smile, helping them through a rough situation that is going on in their life, or a person may be lost on what to do and need you to listen or offer advice. No matter the situation, you need to be ready and available. Also, go be leaders in our school community. Be leaders on your sports teams, to the underclassmen, to your peers, and to anyone around you. High school can be a difficult 4 years for some people. Be the leaders you are, and especially there for them. Be there when they get rejected by the girl they like. Be there when they don't make the cut for the team. Be there when they don't get the part in the musical. Be there when they need guidance about what classes to take. And be there for anything else that they need. Take the opportunities to be a leader throughout high school. Lead whenever you can. Just be there. Your leadership opportunities in high school will prepare you for when the time comes to be released into the big kid world. There will be even more chances to lead. Within this group of young men and women, there will be excellent leaders. There are future CEOs, leaders of teams of engineers, and leaders of their own families. So step up to the challenge and be a leader within your community. Do not rely on others, but let others look to you. This world needs leaders that will be able to guide and support their community, peers, and anyone who is lost. Step up, be bold, and be that leader.
Thank you. The fourth basis for membership is character. The speaker today is Isabella Wiebelt-Smith.
So I don't really feel comfortable standing up here talking about character, what it is, and how it affects all of us. I've struggled for a long time, never thinking that I'm a good enough person or feeling like I'm not doing enough or trying hard enough to be worthy of anybody else caring. Maybe you can relate as well. Some of these concerns have been resolved in my mind, however, by understanding that we're all doing the best we can. Character comes from the realization that everyone around you is worthy of your care and attention, no matter what you think of them, what you heard they did last week, or what you think of the way they dress at school. Everyone has their own set of challenges, struggles that are evident, and some that we can't and might never see. Further, character is something that looks different for everybody here. For some of us, it's something super obvious that everybody knows about, but for other people, it's just not cheating on a test when you know you could and everybody else probably did. It's also not something measurable and can't be compared between people. For example, I know Josh Collier's an amazing person who truly cares about everyone around him, and he's always going out of his way to serve others, but that doesn't mean that anybody else's way of living out character is any less than his. Far too often, the high-achieving people here, myself included, have gotten, and we will get caught up, in comparing ourselves to others. But comparison is where character is lost. True character is caring about yourself and those around you, regardless of how good they are at sports, what grade they got on the last AP Gov test, or what colleges they got into. Character shows itself in you taking care of yourself, even when you don't feel up to it. It's revealed in running back to finish a workout with a teammate who's having a rough time. It becomes apparent when things get tough. It's easy to act friendly and caring when things are going well in your life. What's not so easy is handing someone your last pencil and writing with a marker instead when you got 4 hours of sleep last night and you feel like you're being crushed by an endless avalanche of obligations you're pretty sure will mean nothing 20 years from now, but everybody else is acting like are the end of the world. What's not easy is slowing yourself down to get perspective on what's really important to you, to get perspective on what you value as a person. Is it more important to stress yourself out over homework until you cry, or to take some time to take care of yourself and realize that by doing that, you're giving yourself the strength to take care of those around you? Character is hard. It's definitely been the most challenging pillar for me to live out through high school. When there are opportunities to give in, even just a little bit at every turn, it takes a lot of internal strength to gather yourself and set your priorities according to who and what in your life you value most. Thank you for your time, and congratulations to our new members who I know have worked so hard to get here. I want to encourage you somewhere on your list of priorities to find a place for taking care of yourself so that you can take care of others.
Thank you to our speakers today who exemplify scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Central High School would like to award each of you today with a recognition medallion. James Jura. Emily Kamali. Roman Becerra. And Isabella Wiebolt-Smith.
Thank you, Dr. Godfrey. The Treasurer, Daniel Love, will now administer the Pledge of Membership.
Will the initiates please rise? Repeat after me. I promise to maintain my enthusiasm for scholarship, to continue to give service, to be of good character, and to promote worthy leadership. I will do nothing to dishonor the Central High School chapter of National Honor Society. I accept my membership with humility and gratitude. Madam President, the pledge has been administered.
The remainder of the ceremony will consist of the new members lighting the candles that symbolize their membership.
Emmerich Atwell.
Erica Babes.
Chloe Bell.
Elizabeth Bruner.
JC Burchett.
Samuel Carrillo.
Boy Chin.
Audrey Clarendon.
Colton Claycamp.
Bailey Colgan.
Anna Davis.
Kylie Durr.
Ella Deweese.
Joshua Donaldson.
Abigail Dorsey.
Samantha Dotson.
Ruby Doyle.
Maya Dwyer.
Isabella Flasca.
Jaden Grimsinger.
Aslyn Harkleroad.
Adam Hansen.
Claire Kammerer,
Miles Kimmel,
Brooklyn Lammers,
Timothy Larson,
Delaney McCrander,
Shelby Marquardt,
Ashley McCamey,
Ella Moody,
Jasmine Mooney,
Caitlin Wynn,
Emma Orth,
Abra Parker,
Alexis Peterson,
Rebecca Perkle,
Caitlin Prober,
Frederick Rivas Georgie,
Eugenia Rodriguez Savage,
Evan Seigers,
Mitchell Steele,
Tyler Stevens,
Madison Teschner,
Blakely Thompson,
Megan Trussell,
Grace Valentine, May the lights of scholarship, service, leadership, and character at Central High School never be dimmed.